Yamiase.
Unyami gusu epejaye isha at the expense of Nipa MPE. Unyami gusu. Etnitine Ghana at the expense of Nipa Biom Pese Uni. Well, nobody will challenge the fact is baby I jinano.
Yes.
Unyami enim no kureni. That's a conversation I be bread maka. I know she.
Okay.
But ninyi dem na dia ba kwa say ehunu say obi nya because the kind of family I war as in Ghana for the kind of said the unyami enjoy a certain peace in the midst of all these challenges. No, it can never be described as a bad situation.
Sure.
We thank God because it be krenya home, it be near Dwane, okoko kosa ye US ni ye London ni ye Germany na omo ye to omo rent omo gas so ye to na omo munya kusua kranto nyina. But in the midst of all this, you know, we continue to serve a living God. Na aka the SSANs here as Nipa. Remember the challenges we face as a country, how we have arrived at this point. But we need to appreciate. Very important. We need to be grateful. And me indeed dance and in the midst of everything, unya media, they be adamika, unya 100 neda. And but and also in Chile unya 100 from so. But unya nya and oh GD wa so say bibia betimi akọ. That's why continuously no so a crack a whip no on people in authority. We expect them to act in the interest of the bigger society. Once I'm showing
Watari and why the design. Watari and effect.
I am design. Sadly, Unya baby, I should them to Fabia from Unya.
I know a wow design custom me.
Miana mepam. Mia Matia, men question appear, Emma Mabonte, Emma knows who wants the book of a Ghana for the so much to be present with men passing beer. It is Michel or more money private business. A crow and Kwan will be source of a year, or Bomodas or by destroying. It's Mia, we go and come in, Mia, men pass and more make targeted customers. As a mammy boy is legal. Now, do you need the unpaid DBR every day or a money per 100? Opa bra out of the 100, but 101 or more be that.
Mamini sound come away.
No
important conversation. Minute lawyer Maxwell Pokwajeman ADM Komo or senior lawyer. Senior lawyer.
I'm not confused. Papa when or tuntuma
senior lawyer pa nti o homanzo obeka and saying or ye writer be on the High Court ruling on Anas Aremia Wanas and
making kind if you read it. No, also suggesting I say Yenji Bre.
Yes, kind ruling. And Kasayebe 74 pages.
In fact, or no so make kind idea.
Yeah.
Me who dream kakra. Lawyer penyimu pa na esa kase was you adie kese wo adie akoso.
Sure, akoso court. Yeah. In your homanu so ye no ebedin komo. My lord akwaba na apom to saying Yamiase pa. Where the kind for or more enya kwai kind will post no following that High Court ruling no, and I realize one of the most talked about post after ruling in Komoa a bar so no. Basically all kind ruling ni we no na what dream you was saying e what the judge ne kind no.
Yo me that say the Bami Chimuno and me kind said the law of evidence you can say your contemporaneous state of mind and if you mix him by me and say me dika who say a bad in buy na go for start now we are no more no court more be almost the lawyers of some of the parties no more come at me kunya be kind who say never be or moka na so mo to mo boas and inti no and the mam yes a juma we no we are lawyer who you when you said you say now with the trouble make kind and because we party so yeah yenyinan krane mu entutu krane enti wan hwe ulusu case na ukuma bo periphery na comment immediately dia na wonto akoto ayampia bia ekire kan wi abo se na nyesa na nese tafan tenu ene ade di kan ba madwimo dia toso unse jame mi chira de anti mi share defamation no I had a law of thoughts na me kan no say judge no say law of thought defamation won de we obi a wo hwe bi na ba be so LLB see na law of thoughts now 3 years na defamation but there so timi kan papa no say dey see here na em say authorities say what say ni me na no
society ni na
which is very very good no we are na we evidence in sunia we share how or analyze the evidence of both parties no how they share the elements of the thought of defamation no we any conclusion me share no say oh yes there next oh yeah memum na me say some of the statements you know na you too broad and harsh no na ema be come ha omo ebia omkeka asem nanso so your lawyer sa statements na you broad ne harsh think the ratio of the case I say as someone tie de court no memum komodia wo differ parties ne ho ene ebia sa dia tesutia yenyina eno so fan ko appeal ene ndi no aye na gaza ye wo de bi ko appeal based on the orbital here na ankon kutina fi eti no ne futu na me de ma so omon kan na omunya botre no mo hwehwe proper grounds of appeal and am say so she mentre aye no bi person say ye ma judge no a obeyi obi ehye ho no eto asem no so wieye na ada na ya ma de no ya asem na ma eno na me ka se eno de em se na ya na akoye se eye mood issue edan se na omo wo bibi agina so mo pese sa nipa ne bedia omo kwan ya faso om betimi objective we na se overrule objection no obetimi dia court of appeal obetimi dia Supreme Court enu ndi na me bo a lawyer for echina Dr. Opuni ene agongo
yes
abaso se almost etimi ejima nemu ade amu person ba ejiatum omo ya ma omo tutetom kan se abesi ne omo nyentum me yeso se nkofo bebre kan wansem se omo utile but the rules obi abetimi de ejuma omo de aye tinanka sa omo so na tala fo na komo so bibi sa komo timi ye na omo nye na bia mo gitum so mo kwasi ye afi no mo gitum sa je mo so bedi ne kama na so wadi wi a na nya afi na sa asem no omo ba no ye sa na ta insinuations no enye tom do mo nya api na me last photo a me de ma mo no sel o ya api no a eso mo se eno so timi adifo ana so betimi
adibem one of the issues about I am major talking point the request from the camp of the defendant say lawyer and as a judge be a chief justice here so met na asem so no the request ko say sanka nipa no ho dada na assign ba biwa anka omope e chief justice granted sa request no normal in how I am no.
Yes, who said to America say, who said you are not judge be at the binti na a beer or co baby, not yet the case, and the deal be a better. A be a time was I judge in a bebano. Now, when we dear Semonoa, ama a yakwa ye, and this a be a wood day, you know, Honosa bar was a delay process, no, and a face of them 7 check. And the baby I can say justice delayed is justice denied.
Yes.
And maybe in the wisdom of the powers what was so quiet here. Then no crowd there, Obi, na make us say no atwam say no wugina no so a and why am issue issue also say ni say what they asem na wi essence they appeared before him, they put all their evidence before him, notwithstanding their objections. And as I say we asem say no pache judgment no yan 20 years and go for back on na yan san to us na yes said so the problem kaga
yes
and you say no Oma wo dey ni oma se na nyina no they should dissect the judgment and where they think say eniema nkoye na maybe eniema no so analysis no ye no bia the perceived bias na omo kanon so they should put all on record na omo nkoye appeal appropriate because say the court apostate some view there be sure say the case has been here
the other thing in so a year what was before the judge any value and I say weight or the two evidence and when the nimina eso some have said say we na a purely civil matter a defamation but say judge no is straight echo criminal matters mu make pronouncement without really subjecting the power making claims no to the proof beyond reasonable doubt any sanyo mani na a honors argument that was saying me pacho
me criminal issues be a raise here them case a commentary any statements of my end they be no more too broad and too harsh but I don't know yet commentary and opinion or express here case ni na no then tell you use to say we are criminal no who say the defendant said this person is a blackmailer, is corrupt, or extortionist. These are all criminal. But one try, so you cannot say, you should proof beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay.
One try say, say. So who said they also defamation on the elements and say. There's a publication. Publication is about the plaintiff, and that publication was a defamatory matter. And now, we are, and now, I'm not no lawyers, and they proved positively this. Sanya Mami is saying, but also we are. Then the burden shifts to the defendant.
Yes.
On my reasonable there is there be a defendant is claiming that this person is a criminal. It is a criminal, no, and no defamatory matter or they call it. And to judge, when he says a criminal, no, he has to show say what did the defendant can. Now, what is the basis for that? And then I'm say, who say defamation? It's your reputation. Therefore, we must establish that you have a reputation.
A reputation, yes.
And if this man is saying it's a only reputation rather than a criminal, what was the basis of that statement? Whether the judge accepted it, and I make us say, so an assessment is wrong. It's an error of law. You can go
appeal. Okay.
But on no say, we share near evidence. We boss who are wrap it up. We must say, prosecutor be $5,000 and no evidence what's as how evidence you say $75,000 to be the former director of local and also evidence and I feel so as I almost say say or to send me away with $100,000 into ye free and you into a moment judge in a state. So just what evidence in the it shows a person who extort money, who also video no who discover na where you dear film and you know a blackmailer. And it's any panel a blackmailer or extort or no dream any panel only reputation be nice as is a criminal as portrayed by the defendant. And no, they say, yes, you show that the matter, the words, carrying the belly defamatory intent. but he has a reasonable defense on the sense that based on this evidence on record, one kasa why away that's why you and you know oh yeah be a protect you the one now and now where should the buy near day but Obi some of the words now initially no more can need the certified record move.
Oh, okay.
And also the idea can buy no maybe I'm too kind of awful. Since the case of lawyer Mensah in the case of 31st December MPP versus the Attorney General 31st December case.
Yes.
And in the case of the Republic versus Mensah Mensah lawyer or there move for contempt, you know. But to for say judgment bar, we should go to the appropriate source for copy. Because the one no one copy one quan chain. That's a when you could delay judge attempt say dog can walk away. Now got certified true copy. Now there Mukika fan no any copy anymore. One here and the Mensah to and yeah, not to voice, not for this certified true copy. And the certified true copy does not come from the clerk. It comes from the registrar of the court. What's intimacy? Now, because some of the words, you know, okay, maybe transcribe when he was reading the judgment. Now, when you are reading the judgment, and so put make a cut, and then we bring
yeah.
But maybe a
need certified true copy. Okay.
Intimacy go be a honors almost me. Now, I'm a Mensah should contempt in the and especially a million lawyer for then.
The final thing would be say what Shuma me who say defamation based on reputation. If it established say wuni panankasa no wuni reputation bia defamation will not lie. And in this case no the na was a defendant ne ya ne say o prove say indeed nipa me kan ne ho asem no oni reputation bia and according to the judge the defendant was successful in establishing say plaintiff need defamation bia it is okasa ansem oni reputation bia the okasa ansem ne fa na hokra on to mrebia ebia ka say apart from the allegation say or ye extortionist or ye criminal, there were other allegations say okun your friend is saying okun JB Dankwa, a former MP, no. Now that bit, no, the court did not impress on the defendant to prove sa bit, no, just proving the first part about say or extortionist and that court na je no kwatum. How about the other allegations and also plaintiff ne consider say defamatory, no?
So on say the okay na so we nipa we den na totality no and say you have brought my name into disrepute, Meboa.
Yes.
You have brought my name into disrepute. And at the end of the day, you know, a whole maybe say one evaluate the totality of the evidence. And no, a judge and evaluate the totality of the evidence. Unless you can show say a honor has led to a substantial miscarriage of justice. That alone may not reverse the verdict because onuna or share evidence no share the relevant portions and no generation of the so the error of a judge is corrected through appeal and not through public insult and sentimental exchanges. And they have every right to pinpoint all the pitfalls of that decision and go on appeal. But so we are murder. Okay, because we are murder. So murder, so a criminal.
A criminal, sure.
And there were other criminal and usual must be can establish it. Can you feel my establishment one guy that we are criminal that I won't go into details. It can also do that, but it can also be an error. Therefore, they can appeal.
From and of course, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I say, what kind ruling in the BBA have you seen? Because the BBA say appeal really is finding fault with the trial. In the OSHA judgment from the trial now, fault be a womb say basa wu two for bit me two for so omonko appeal
decision yeah, that's why the law has stated say any person who is aggrieved has a right of appeal. So long as the plaintiff has expressed some grievances, they have a right to go on appeal. But as to whether they will be successful, it is not for me to say.
I get you. Lawyer, me fi say why yemwa ye da se papa pawie bibia ni a ye besan aba bedi enkomo bio. Enti o man ne kwabena sante se ochia opa.
You make a just me na se me chia no.
Yeah. Lawyer Maxwell Opoku Ajiman and Moten Kano Oye senior lawyer and the law lecturer and Motesi and no AD enkomo enti some very interesting thoughts and Odiamaye and area on this case.
Yeah. I don't really want to do a deep conversation.
Sure.
The Embassy me can say, per the lawyer can. I think that the nurse and the lawyers, they've been really injured. You have no reputation to protect. Osaman Apa. I think they should go and appeal. Because
if they have grounds
they believe
to
that
appeal.
They have reputation.
Yeah.
So because I mean, ordinarily, I don't have any legal background. But ordinarily, kind evil, murderer, extortionist, and all those things. I establish ampa at a point in OG will be XYZ. The portion if what is happening is the case in court. Yeah. Clearly. And also announced on several occasions because on yet so you have to go back to court. Matna ha kase enye didi atemu they be am kasa same and mo kwada say mo nsema mo ka abontin as well say mo kokko through a different scenario altogether. The lawyer for be deceive yen be tutu anwagu ye ni basa wa abontin after mo kojina court through mo ankasa
different
mo ka bebrebe ni nyina na ye different matter omo ba na abontin omo say be di trust actually. So I'm just watching the space. No crap pan say me announce lawyer pa me na. Because per this there's no reputation.
Yeah.
Per what has happened.
If the judgment is made to stand.
Yes, there's no reputation. It you can say unni say ni munyam bia kwa say wo de be ma wo say o ye asumesi na obentene dia. You need to fight back. If ujidi to say sa na mo na ansem na judge nchirigu krata aso tia wo no. Wafakwati kwan bi so awa dance ya enye eni so wo mra kwan so. Why do you sit? Because if you sit for the records you have no reputation. And that's so dangerous.
But lawyer Maxwell Opoku Ajiman can say sometimes the conversation be center on the orbiter neoma judge no kan ya
yanchirengu kratas
enye na egu kratas be enye fapema na ruling ejina so in some bad name court no we say you orbiter and you ratio no the reasoning behind the ruling it no na say chema ebamu a utumi ede ko appeal orbiter neoma bia okeka say yesterday journalist terrorist
is worrying
that be no utumi nyina so fan
no problem ordinarily na make say wo na usiamra no me the ordinarily very worrying because
I agree.
Yes, if you look at what Anas claimed to have done for this country and beyond na Ghana court etimi kra kika yen fanye kika sanse mu kra na terrorists na ade papa
no ya de papa.
That's what I'm saying, that they need to respectfully they need to fight back.
I'm hoping sir the lawyers ni be hu real issues no matimi dia kwa was say we kwa appeal na enye emotional reaction to a trial be anko ya ma wo say we nya fault pa emra kwan so with the judgment na be yedin let's hope say with a team of lawyers are one o metimi anya solid grounds omode be kwa appeal.
I wish so because worrying in so many ways. So many ways. Worrying in so many ways.
True.
You know, that's why I mean, medical because some of his dealings, you know, I really don't subscribe to it. You're clearly question anti-movement, you know, but I don't believe in some of the things that he has done. Honestly, some years and truly, but nobody be one man. Clearly, unkutua mena mobi nkotom kaswa kwa investigation. Na kwetine manasa azuri ni set kwa mbwati muno. Ekuya bwachiwa ya dom. Is that how they are investigating? No.
And so Obia understand.
Oh please. Me person me say. The person be kika. yen call for institutions you be keka omonim
Sure.
ye me pese be say central adwuma no e be te say obi su faculty kwan bi su de hunahuna ya me ntimi nye adwuma
Ekosiisen
ana ohwe anas bobre wo wiase Africa Ghana eni wo kwan kwa se nka judge bitimi nya sa atumi no ekeka sanse mu say judge na kasanse ne dia we all have to be worried. Both who on the campo, in the campo, he has done a lot of things for Ghana to arrive at this point, whether good or bad. But the judge, and they are quiet on it. And as
yeah, but what announce say on the
they have to.
Yeah.
And that's what we say one appeal there. No, he has to.
Yeah, if this judgment is made
yes,
to stand,
no. Now dear partner, one call appeal am yet me. Na me anya wadon am bi ansem ne kan ka se bia de o kan nyinasyo na mu ha na se hot na o sadia. O de o go there na aba bi. Number 21 na se no say. So because it opens people also up that me I would me for akwan bi so am use a judgment you aba anko ye me take you on. People will also start taking him on because the judgment we are bad there. Clearly, what it means is that say me, we are customs officer. Now me 15 cities or 58 cities. I'm 30 years a jubilee. Ya boy go. You think that I'll sit down? So I open Obia up for whatever. That's why it's a caution to all of us. Ghana Nibia, so we are judge, so we are politicians, so we are centrality too. Dan better can say. Central for Mrum Rasu. Yeah, title would be say Central for Mrum Rasu.
Yeah.
And Mrebia, we are Sibia Central for whom by strong. But some la crona so catch say, oh, baby, me,
sure.
What trash bia, oh, Centronia, you need to move and appear. Not different, the DNT ultimate yeah, the ocean might you to me on a year. But if you're not careful, you assume that because of our powers now, we are untouchable and now don't make mistake. Yeah. It's not true. Yeah, you need to admit. Then we can move on. But we cannot assume that say me could do for a quarter, and that again never Ghana foot him. Come on. So maybe there are some
quarter win and me lose the
papa. Simple. Only in this country. And will be a court be an who say a lose or win.
Yeah.
It's all the old coinano. Me the massimo cockota. My green 100%.
I was semi
winning. But some mamma come on also a little opening say. Bibia bet medicine. And Nuntina Nyansamuno, Judicial Nyansa, Massacre says, who didn't Kugo. Now to say, and Koye Mawa. Who bet Massa cockot. You was say there be quite a judge way, quite a lawyer way, quite a city to church or 7,000. I say, we don't have to resort to Obi a DDR and then they come in the cry. One within few seconds, bringing a whole judiciary down
because Obia Lusu case.
Mestre Ghana for Muntian ye. Lawyer for Duduania no more Musudu Monsem Coco, Umbabi throw a bontenture. Duduana ye throw. If you have had an experience in court, now judge lawyer for only be pants or mobile radio so and tropa fitapa lawyer for be. Oh, did papa. If you see the same lawyers in court, because you're sure you know, now no crown to me canasem. Now no, it's what Babontia. Kiki. No about 2 years we need to near say zombie boys. We have to stay away from that. We are interested about court Juma. Minia, Sia Cotton, she say. Said the Baya, or Mobaki Kasan, sometimes when I listen to some of these lawyers talking on radio, hey, I am a smoke court, and who send me, who caught Lana Ocasimino. You're caught in a court, them. A trouble to a crowd. As some no cover, Ekosiisen, or court, no.
Different.
I'm shocked. Or the Moamurano, no, a sighty way. No, I just say, I entirely opposite what he has come to sit on radio to talk about. Why do we do that? Why? It's getting out of why?
Yeah, it's true.
I'll be worry no. They be a mechanic or minor no. If you are based on partisan reasons, we will get partisan results all the time. Well, on some cabans, I'm a corner. I understand that 1 week observation, or a lawyer, a sports person, no, you're founder and president of
a commentator.
Support Safwa Brese sports, or no, lawyer Safwa Brese. Baby, and she had more cry, bra. obeti entertainment a company Lisaf. Yeah, Lisaf. Obeti Lisaf. Ono no de Kokoveli ni KK Fusuna imo. That time
on no produce one.
No jina so pa say Kokoveli okay. Yeah. That time some radio gold. Utua pa so.
Kokoveli no.
Yeah, because they make us no utua papa. You know,
I Kokoveli na nyom ba ko no de hit.
Zaza. Kokoveli wasraba.
Apart from no na wada.
They won't die.
Oh, apu.
They don't travel agent. We have that taxi this year. Oh, die. And you know to me a very fine gentleman or contribute to your sports.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, and our entertainment industry.
Safwa bebe.
And our no supporters union, no, you know, and also be boy party. I understand that on 1 week near 21st of April. And it's slated for Jemfua Asenso Park, Awaso Kumasi. Yebesre se yankota ebusa for China. Bibi ntimi emfa nko kama emfa mom. Na again, menka say hero for swampo nso. Onyame eya aduma.
Ne maame ayi no, right?
Yeah, ne maame ayi no. Basso, Shankson Blankson, my men show and area, my men quickly not chairman of Swamp. Then say a chairman by no Odi Wa Gross Pentecost in TNT, I'm a chief.
I see for see agenda.
My men chat a chairman, about me, Eddie Power Global, and very interesting person. And Shankson say a hero for Swamp of Nemami, a Yami Adam on the 1st of April.
1st April.
Mary Jeubia Bedu. The don't friend Auntie Mary. And Yabaka Kotai, former chairman.
Ebaso Wahi.
Kufodia, Jubilee Park.
Oh, Kufodia Jubilee Park.
Okay. That's past 7:30. I copy my minutes.
Okay.
And now when I copy my many crabia war, Achim Edukrum Cemetery. Na afedia, idea. The question answer President Emmanuel President Church. I will unlock a year town Kufodia also. A year fitani tuntum pam chomonshane so.
Fitani tuntum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mr. Momonshane so enkotai. The former NDC chairman on Ninuanum, Ninuanum Bini, Madame Comfort Oye, Stephen Reeves, or Danny, and Afi, honorable some of example for Kane, a year NDC
National Chairman,
and Afi, Kingsley for example for US of A.
Okay, near for
nothing. Yanka say ya preko, Omye
ya preko footballer.
There be ya preko, a John Body ya preko.
MPP Deputy Director Communications.
So sad. Ono so ne sister. Nipa mienu, omo ba mienu. Ye ka say the sister no so no.
Odaya wan sorry.
Odaya wan so no so. E sheye no so ye 25th match. Hey, yaw.
Na weekend
yaw. Ewo Asante Achim Domi Abra, Eben Agogo. The late sister Lydia Yaye Boa, 57 years. Yaw. Mesra say ya preko mo me enkota na chi na
ya preko ni papa.
Yes.
Papa.
Hey, this weekend and they are not show.
Ya ko this weekend
party. So ne papa da form. Same oku ni papa da form.
Ni PA no.
Ne papa da form.
And then a year
and a year so doso. Buffalo a year Same oku PA ni so no.
Ono so papa da
form. The late Elder Kwame and the Pentecost ni no. Elder Kwame Adofrimpong. Elder Kwame Frimpong. Kuna phone Mrs. George na Adofrimpong.
Okay.
Buffalo
Yako.
On the 25th, Achim Kukrantumi.
Achim Kukrantumi. Okay.
Na Bushatna Roman Catholic Park honum.
Wow.
Nti yen so na yen kotai.
Yen edos na politicians in ehu amani.
Era Mike Bonsu so nkomo na no dia ba.
Someone say Kokoveli or London o.
Kokoveli so London. Travel agent. And also a music producer. O de be beyond me koto asem. Ubo zo be test him sisi Hassan. Oh, there be person the man. We are making over one akoye na akoye.
Kokoveli a travel agent.
Yeah.
We say,
Oh, Charlie.
what about if the judgment is upheld and the appeal is dismissed? What happens to Anas's reputation? The judgment will open the floodgate for those who have suffered from Anas's investigative antics to rush to court to overturn the decisions, including the judge's case.
Well,
Fortune Ali.
What condition? The SCC, no. Usaman Apa. The lawyer in Chimodema. There is no reputation to protect.
For now.
For now.
Yes.
It is our new manner, I see reputation. No. And yeah, Papa, me, my dream would be a appeal. It will affect Anas big time. And the prayer in the appeal, they say, San your man, why by a dark spot now in the eye of some Ghanaians. It be obey to put enough evidence and reasoning. I'm a court action. Yes, I obi. And Yasam Kitwa. You know, Yasam Kitwa. It's not just a matter that is so simple like that. Because and your man, Anas, you say, why am I Ghana? Anyway, and your man, Nipa Anas, I open up all of us for that conversation.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, but quickly, my member bombing semi so now Belgium for ranking member, Moso, Moso say Mutie. Anna, Mike Bones was subterfuge, entrapment is terrorism. Also the but here are Mike Bones, also Yachiao. Obi means something.
Okay.
Dear, a person made it decay. And it's becoming difficult to do business in an you can't be sure environment.
Okay.
You know, you can't be sure.
Environment and you're predictable.
Yeah, you can't be sure environment. Businessmen and women now are suffering. Obi, enya grouping.
It's no joke.
Yes, enya grouping because the almost had the exchange rate required did humanity
and they will
collapse. I'm wondering how up to there.
Yeah,
when we pray, we should pray for our businessmen and women. That is why, in the midst of all these frustrations and challenges, no, Semra insanya Juma, yache Sesisie esa kosu wo mai mo yache bibia. Se ni kredie atosia e twansumu. So only businessmen and women need din come up obi. Their frustrations they are bring pressure no as because if we are not careful, lots of businesses are going to collapse, lots of people are going to die. Titu omo dey exchange with kwa ni edijuma no kwa dey
omo dey wadwen be bomu
enye kura ejira na yaudie wo mu no say ya GR ne ya customs ne ya immigration ne ya Ghana police ne ya military ne nyuma bi omo no omo na ehwe ya bambo ne esika sem so omo tutu ne omo ajeje mu saa especially GR very worrying and it is how adwene say you maybe this lands commission ne ebi nipa bi omo ye in fact sometimes you look at certain happenings at certain organizations and certain people say Ghana sanema we cry bad be and no the lands commission cry minim some more checks and balances there some of them come for no almost like criminals o omo change no lands commission pa Cape Coast, Kofodia, Accra, and rather one known person, even in this administration, very known person in this administration. Ne papa Japadie. Connivance at Lands Commission, and it's coming. Because I'm say now been a drawn attention. Kiki or Dimika Kowa. I'm wondering how I didn't know dear.
Go the 6 are done
deny. And it's an area we have to look at. Lands Commission. Now two for the better transfer. Sorry, be the old way by sentimental. Obe pian kra tumuntem kra because you nuisance. You evil. If you connive
to change
documents.
Original documents.
And it's so surprising. And
that's why they will resist digitalization. No?
Na dia bi e ba na port on ba omi ade ade me won the court. Ade bi e ba e din sachran na o mind benya mfaso kase no. Wo dey we serious ye ni si bria adwuma kra so the friends the clock in ba. Wo dey we Ghana nkwa no bitim come 11 o'clock. Now
No,
Trump and say
8
about 8 or be on 715 only in this country. Now when you productivity now you can corruption product you no go so every day you can you.
So yeah
so you committed those blunders. A country ya so nipa won kan no kure 94.7 ya compromise every department of our life. Ghana no bibia ya bia sika be di anim kan ti no kure no asa what is over kind of crime there on na to chacha.
Because some of the things that happen on land commission, no, it surprises even the devil. But some kure hu and the young
so many boy e be sin ne o dwene ho on tiase. I had to say even state judgment rulings out there na mo kaka wasem ruling ne kra no so obi udi agora ruling ni bi betima be judgment betima be tabo na ni wo ba bia e ka wo ba bia na ndam wa na ba enta me da e yo ka say the right source.
Yeah. The certified true copy, no.
Even the right source is here.
Yeah.
Amount for some manipulative system. How on my way they serious? On my way, are you so serious?
I don't know. Be catcher me say your area be wo nungwa ho se teshi ho baby won kofo bi omo no ade omo specializing in the amount for signature.
That's say we know them. What the say police institution ni intelligence omo know. They know all of them.
You are aware?
They know all of them.
You better sign signature.
They know. No man tira hwa and SCA ofa blaje kwan so a older showman.
Yes.
SCA kwan no amanfo obugum minim de nti omubugum force omubugum e de hoye. SCA everybody is just looking on. SCA yo e wo kwan no older showman. Ablaje kwan so aboko
omubusi dan yo.
Omuduramu omabu twifa so sa. SCA. Ye muhwi bi mu. Ye ni mo ye dwa bi mu. Everything is breaking down in this country. Yes, and the question one year man yourself was with Bobby. You also have a certain responsibility. Yes, idea. If we don't bring out everybody's responsibility, now for lack of a better word, one on what's wrong.
Yeah.
You crack a weapon on them in line, and you may be so Ghana the way there. It's a tip of the iceberg.
Because you can see, say, baby, it's not proper. It is not.
And then on my 18 to 45. The only option they have now is to travel.
Yeah.
On my near that way.
Yeah.
Mabunu no imagine him dear. One bit me more money, won't so any Ghana for one they are exiting.
Yeah. Because then they say, who joining a lot of the online prayer platforms near number one prayer request to travel out of Ghana and say, a man for your visa. Say,
visa walk into these embassies. Now Ghana for a refugee visa. Now I say, New Year see or buy a because or try visa no. Young farmer no. It will need hope be our on a brabum beam. Mammy appeal to Mabruno. Ampa oko visa to no problem. By our one son visa na o masters double no and no first degree no and no HND no and no training college certificate no and no SHS certificate and no JHS certificate no adanse bebre wo hono ma se o ma ho kwaya. If you take that step you will make it. It abounds. Perfume for Ghana young money. Yeah. Bread for Ghana young money and Pabua horseman any pay a year or Jubilee has a friend and any pay friends. Yes,
Covex handmade.
Preko Juma, and Kokoye Juma, a Fuye Juma. It's because we don't encourage ourselves. Ghana for binum to say, me a friend of mine in the crop. Maybe I'm a cousin of people see me and ask me, Adna E. Now they will be and I was at them. Coming got on and could see. You are bigger than me. Check the successful story of all these so-called big men on my bay. From Kennedy, Japan, Ibrahim Bama, despite Ofori, and Rick Oil, Chum, Nissan. Check their beginning. Check it. And if you are not ready to go through the mill,
forget it. Forget it.
Internet is not a
shortcut. Yes,
and the kind of lifestyle is what you lead in my country. Onyame mama IMF deal March Emma. It is Ghana the ebeye more. Nyese me mpese beba.
Sure.
Nyese me prophet of doom. Debbie. So because the economy was 17. Make a reality natural.
94.7.
So onyame an kujira chi pa. Ye March me be to atra. Ye to transfer bibia di adanse say ebe wi o man no. every man so be a chance say you see cut to you see need to the dollar no e benya susu so anya papa ekobasa business so e nyina so yensuo your rent your cement your iron rods bibia e benya susu so enti tough times are really ahead. The prescription does not lie with any political party. It's a collective responsibility because even the people we appoint aye ji omudi say wonu ko trasa bia ho omudi juma esefata man no omo boy kro no nipa no kra wo gidi o man na bo ho ban kotna as minister kotna as director general kotna as chief executive kotna as wo the chief director wo you say omo kra no they have turned around and they are milking the society vulnerable no. That is why a lot of Ghanaians 24 hours are sorry for here but a solution to the crisis that you find yourself in. A sorry does not pay your school fees. The amount that should say, oh, Nyamia.
Sure.
All the options and avenue
and the grace
to move and meander your way through.
And the grace. The rest you have to do it.
Yes.
You have to do it.
No,
you have to do it.
Now we call law school, you are Pentecost elder, you know. Papa Sata Hoto to who never paid law school is Zabam. Now it's law school. Hey, and the man at time you. But the difference is that any pa a cuckoo down the brain, a quenya so call law school. Onyamin Mosa also, Onyamia Wode also, Onyami Bambo also, Onyamia Dum, I was into truck kratana. Say a foul kratana, Onyami to me or kratazo, into a marking pepper fata, into Benya and Wako. It is Onyami will make a way. Maybe other way there seems to be no way. Tuning Yami, but mean Onyami, it's a common. That's the difference. I don't think it's me why you say you're Christopher. Timester, our appeal. The 24 hours at various Christian homes and houses and prayer camps. Mr. Ubabon Paya fasting bear 51 days. And you might be breathing and see me suffer Apostle Selassie. Menase tata na mko I be for na o say bibi jiji wo and nam na wo exercise bia wo te fa ko
e better than tata
e ju be ko ba bia ma so fu bi so akaze ko fa bidie ko fa butu ko fa we na fa 8,000 beto so o na me ya mo na twetwe kura na so lack of knowledge on pe bre so be so nyame asem na o nyansa so mpe bi nti no na o de ko wo ni bi o discover ko ma so. So look at the difference.
Yes, and among folks should understand. I mean, miracles say very good, but at the end of the day, Obia were making the world be a product or a service.
Even the miracle,
you have to.
It is the grace.
Sure.
Me won't call phobia.
Sure.
On the Echo US Embassy. Number 3. Could do one no. Mamma do one no. Never back or chat to him. Or dear grow. Hokobasana. Nippon or shake, you know, said the a friend. Mame no se mame no se mo pede wa o se wa kwa bo o interview akora ketwa no o no so from mame bra no mame kwa so mo fam passport e wi amombra enye nyame a what be that enye nyame a. So even God knows why akora no sorry sa bre no yes, that is how we say God is at work.
But I know so interested. One call embassy one out to fear. It will not happen. Into that move now was also that your partner was take a step. You need a product or a service.
Yes.
That's how you make money. Und now there was such a different You can't.
Now you can't wait now to let me adjustment to fee. People should come to terms with that. And I can't call what to see. I then first time boom and go bottle water no we are get to everybody to and no be. Na man book agency no come say mommy. The man is a nurse. Unim one no bottle water no. Ma to say sell tape na ultimate show dey one farm ho ne bi no. One anom ye. It is how one nom na one nom we there. Fa ho bi.
The say fa
fridge please. How go say fridge him? Then show cry say.
Yes,
show you say. You might think that is a joke, but I'm telling you, it's working for me.
Pano no nini baby.
Debbie. Nipa kwano, enye duane kwa na bibia that's how the duane from January to December. One day from down to this onya papa. Your priority from morning to evening, January to December. Onya duane o die. Ontimi nchire kom kakra. Sometimes it demands you to go hungry for a purpose.
Sure. Part of the adjustment.
Yes, adjustment.
Chirikom
maybe.
Yeah.
I phone if you did do. It empire from Baba man cry.
Nkola na di
I phone be ma. your man here almost said this. Who are collecting or no? That's how this are. Sahano Masishana from the dinner.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem FM 94.7.
It's not a joke, it's worrying because the area would do us our back. And you're near Dino. I told you and Safre, Yadia would do. At the doctor, be a small calamity what do me from. Or say, Mao kitchen.
And you were drew.
And you were drew, say yes. Nama won't show you, yes, something, or pharmacy, you say. Mao kitchen or pharmacy. What it means is that a Janibia would yakomu.
I was saying, add value, yeah. And you be yeah,
Brabum, they be at the car, and they say, when you cut them, now
to me, the end of the many more. I say, somebody from many number. Miss Omid be from mature. Chum free, Macon, chewing, free, I want you. Everybody Yankupon, Missy meeting and calling to me, you are a woman himself, here, to control many concerns. But you have to, because when you mean memo, it's practical. You have to adapt to that change. But we still want to do the same old things and get results. Yes.
How do we do that? We have engaged all manner of IGPs. Langas won some that's so cost for
Ghana. To us here.
Langas.
It's now become part of the system. I mean, and I'm sure my pass a whole anti-vigilante act. But still.
It's your man in the other house. Mr. Muntie. I don't know that house. I see ye be Ghana. Why are we doing this? The indiscipline lawlessness is too much.
Just too much.
The blatant disrespect and disregard for authority is too much. The resort to violence and worse, papa, is too much. This is the only country we have, and it is called Ghana. If you obey so and I do yes so, the best we can do is to sustain the Ghana that we came to meet.
Gains, no? For that chinti.
Exactly.
That chinti.
Exactly.
Yes,
of course. And you man ko posterity crowd is all bejaji. But na me catch you the biada no. Umaye we nyina wie gitum sa atemu de bi wo. Kwabna sante ubetna Ekosiisen so wano yabi. E dey na otimi ye de boa. Dey na ye de boa ukuro. Dey na ye boa opotem. E dey na ye boa wankasa ho. Enipa be wu but ne chirasem onipa bia wo be wu etwase wu we Kristo ni kwa de wu okoso ye mfaso. But what chirasem
Unya opportunity in public service, what did you do?
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, wudin ebeka ho, oma o suffer. That's the idea no. Because enamobi papa nene mame bra binti. He or she has been denied some opportunity. Oh, kona obo papa din. Oh yes, oh, papa wait.
The way they go up the mouth there. The people may him crack on his own papa one more brebia. Make out the four you. But I know a book at Canada.
Oh.
Bukata any Canana. Can name back to Mamra Shibigani. What truck at that tin.
Honorable Chamaboy.
M2, million two.
The car company. 2M Express.
Yes, what truck?
2M Express.
In some car, tin, 1
2M Express. Or they are sending me. I'll take time and.
Another argument is Obi.
Yeah.
Mesre. His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Ko wa mami nimdie. Anope me ne wadi nkomo am waka se emra na ye adwuma. But sometimes no morals so kaka frɛ yie me. I respect what you have said. Ko emra mu de sa na montuo ananado in consultation with the Council of State. On the appointment of 3 officers to the commission.
To the Electoral Commission.
Emre mu say do sika chairman any area afford do na educate me no. Obi oba educate me we all the bad source when there's a problem. Timesre
ya wade nyina ho kwan.
And the sum up mami.
Nanso. Enye ne nyina na fa.
Because I say brain na ye woman no.
Yeah.
We don't put unnecessary, for lack of a better word, stress and pressure
and tension
on the system.
Yeah.
Very much avoidable. Very much avoidable. You will need power MPP more qualifier. As known and active.
As exposed.
As exposed, that's the right word. Politically exposed.
I think that was where the error in judgment was.
Like this manner, what kind of a PhD? Beyond doubt on the credentials. Can you imagine that this man is going to educate the CPP, PNC, and then the NDC on matters of IT?
Yeah.
No matter how hard he tries to be above.
And how educated and knowledgeable he is.
I'll be too suspicious.
Yeah, the suspicion will be.
And I'm saying, you raise critical issues. I'm going to watching Kokasa and Charlotte say, and a Suleiman, don't go from the Suleiman and Gary Bowser. I'm on some Kikam support or Kikan say,
the BB
Gariba Suleiman,
Gariba, Sule Amadou. Yeah,
look at that end stages. And some
or easy person, like he rose through the system in easy.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know, but on a Charlotte, yeah, I get you. And one woman. George back and forth.
The Electoral Commission continues to be a highly reputed entity.
Sure.
That serves not even the interest of Ghana alone,
sure.
but Ghana prime beyond the shores of Ghana. No, you two commissioners. No,
and for those who don't know, on the commission there are 7 people on the commission.
Yeah.
7 executive commissioners and as executive directors, because almost Juma like day to day electoral commission and 4 non-executive directors on the commission.
Yeah.
Non-executive directors no ultimate na so till so be 60 years no akwa retirement, but more executive directors or more cobro 60 it was last 2 years and miensa 60 they had to retire and afei and another appointment to replace sa 3 no. What has brought the controversy and I say one of the 3 I swear on in I think 3 days ago no is a known for the want of a better expression, a known member of the ruling NPP. In fact, from evidence the opposition Eddie Atujano omuchiremo or patron ewo Tescon ewo Une. In fact, Enra Kwade Rekeje Kasano on political party communication, Bono region and all of that. That is not to say so be MPP near on the commission. But sometimes you have to understand the times. When you understand the times are some choices, you avoid it to take away the unnecessary tension and unnecessary backlash in electoral commission.
Comparison
yeah.
Comparison and Ghana. NPP for 2 cases number. And I'm almost paying crown. And I win the and I win the president.
Yeah, because you see, I'm not okay. Krobi Asan to say Obi. Mahama appointed one Hajia as a commissioner who was the daughter of NDC regional chair in the northern region. She just into a comu retire Nansayano. But my point is, was she not ne papaya NDC? Ebi or no, you're very political. The challenge is Nipa exposed politically.
That's where the issue is. Even some of Nipa Bakwaya appointed. Ninuya. Juma.
Sure.
I think Maslow.
Sure.
So what's the big
sure.
No,
say Nipa be over funny but the issue is the exposure politically. That's where the issue.
And then this problem about your judiciary. Obia is to say. You are pointing during Atamil's Jomama Pensubiano. I do the point in Polinano, to say, do NDC for.
Yeah.
So I should be appointing the bread, to say, if I tell you, and also I do say, do MPP for. So how do we survive? Because a bit of Somunya acquire a judge for, a bit of Somunya acquire a certain non political officer, they've got to exhibit their political colors. They've got to do that. Timesre already Electoral Commission for any NI for any NDC for any minority for me part of NDC they be at the party be opposition be a bribia than to the Electoral Commission will not be subjected or cowed into any ABR. But what is right needs to be done. And Mremu said was I catch them now the premium because in Mremu there.
Legally, I mean, there is because the constitution is clear on how they should be appointed, and that was followed.
Yeah, but
sentiment may be a moral.
Yes, and because also sound like and the moment you're careful because you trust every 2 who we are. So, Papa. That's
why in the minds of the framers of our constitution, the president should consult the Council of State. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court has ruled the Council of State advice nenya binding on the president or Council of State
And I know once a woman say we should scrap it and look out for something else. And woman, all these things I just said, you know, the Council of State in 2 minutes forms are and you're binding most of the time.
Or more advice. And yeah, most of the times. Or more advice and you're binding on the president.
I will send the IPACs, I don't know what you'll be doing any. Let us commission in the a boss, I George, you know, will be the Council of State, so anyone young for, a being for, one name Ghana, a backwasem. It is such people ne akobo man akosi ko ba.
Ekosiisen
M'Ahiasem woman paying anamuntu bi opeso otudia. I beg to differ. Obi, yen scrapple na yen hu se hoye raw bi eni man paying na etu na mo because ye be tufo ye be tra adwene na yen hye wokwan bi aso te se iPad dey ye be fa dey electoral commission be fa dey. Why we worry but through iPad we've been able to reason on so many issues. and do so many. So what I say, sometimes you know, pointing no money be ohanma. It's for the good of all of us
of
as
the
a
country. Yeah.
Crowd yes I acquire nipa. Yes I shed coffee down. Yes you brew we with him.
And easy. And easy.
You brew we with him oh.
And easy.
Because kosi koda. Johnny Cotton so as me bowa. Me this obi. Now what you do in
Seth Kwame Boateng said, Obi, at the end of your life, there are only two things you'd be remembered for. The problems you caused, the joy you took out of lives, the mockery, the hurt of people you joined together, the pain you inflicted on people, or the ones you solved, i.e., the fact that you stretched yourself and did your very best. Maybe you didn't do everything, but you did something. Your name can be an inheritance you could transfer to your children. Your name means your credibility, your track record, your impact, your value, and your contribution. At the end of your life, your name could either be a key or a padlock. It could either lock the doors and destinies of people, multiplying hardship, or it will open doors for them. Seth Kwame Boateng. No, Seth, way too much.
Momentum intino. Momentum intino. Mention. I say oba fiache. They be adano. We are momentum no. Unia oba over him.
No, your agenda home kaka. And your message about Seth Kwame Boateng. Charlie, we miss you. We miss you. Elder Amos Kevin Anan said, Obi, being politically exposed must be defined for listeners.
Well,
it was other way it's self-explanatory.
MPP for this I tell me by Ibrahim Koya Estin Cubic bauxite. Among some of the things of can say or you're politically exposed because Ninia any man paying. But when Ibrahim was major platform so he has always been a businessman up to date. Serving Ghana's interest and the interest of all of us. But for the one what did I say? Yeah, that is it. You're uncomfortable and two contractors for Crown. One of the things Kofi Job suffered in this country, contractor Kofi Job, any Alexibo. And he said they are politically exposed.
94.7.
And the Ghana Juma can say in a walk who do in answer Kofi Job. So clearly, your contractors in your careful.
Yes.
Who your contractor, teacher road contractor. Well, Juma say, oh, some Ghana, no Abuama Ghana, Juma. And also, the politicians should stop interpreting relationships as political activism. And I tell people, I'm so proud and confident that I've been able to walk side by side with Kennedy Japan and Ibrahim Mahama. Who knows how and the Benante. To the shame and glory of God, say, because these are two people working with them, they joke. What I say, working with them is not a joke.
Since you also be the way be sending me a press release from the Fred Nyama campaign, or say inability to file on the online platform, Mr. Fred Nyama.
Yeah, Mamifra no, Mamifra. Also, if I'm a kid, you don't think
warm greetings to you all. This release has become necessary due to the circumstances I found myself in. Oh, the way I did here. I don't need Fred Nyama. I say, after picking my nomination, I've gone around the constituency to have the required endorsement. For the past 72 hours, I've not been able to complete the filing of my nomination electronically, as well as make payment for the filing fee. All efforts have proven futile after my engagement with the relevant personnel behind the party's electronic platform. I found this to be another Machiavellian tactic to prevent me from successfully filing my nomination. I have therefore petitioned the appropriate stakeholders through writing and hope they resolve the problem immediately. For the meantime, I have presented my manual requirement to the Constituency Election Directorate to signify my submission while I await the online rectification. Thank you. Mr. Frederick Nuyama, parliamentary aspirant hopeful. Ayawaso West will go constituency.
There were options. Call electronically, physically. You can submit it. And I want my option.
Yes, also what they call. Or they call physically.
Electronically and all those political attention I pay need. Obi, are you clear?
Political attention, man.
Are you clear?
I want to mean filing online.
Are you clear? Are you clear? Now they became an old pyramid one. Are you clear? Oh, how be pa? What they because me don't remember the crown. Me number what determine that you come and win that. But are you clear? Me the name the pa can't Niyama.
Fred Niyama.
Yeah, because of KOD and Radio Gold.
Okay.
Yeah, me all know. But are you clear?
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem.
So Mama Hetty Adai.
94.7.
Yeah, Apostle Selassie Adai wife.
And then the birthday.
Oh, okay.
Happy birthday.
Oh, so for Mami, happy birthday to you. We wish you very, very well. Honorable Paul Chum, Doma East MP, said,
another hard
greeting to my brother on my
hard-working MP.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
Yeah.
Hard-working MP. And
Honorable Paul Chum.
Yeah, Muntie.
Doma East.
Muntie. These are the people we need them to change the status of Bono Alpha and Bono East. Very hard-working young man. Just that they be always will tremble hand no rule in the glass the cost. I must be happening. Menewa.
I don't know if you've seen your Lego.
A minute no. They be other than the Sigus no say, but road glass a cost.
Honorable Paul Chum.
Oh, sir, the crack. Missy Hachiani P. Telegram.
Honorable Paul Chum. Good afternoon to you. Now, your friend is saying,
in catch you.
Oh, Honorable Prince Sama.
Yeah, me in the picture.
Yeah.
And I'm a winter to this thing keep reminding all of us. Never forget. They be who be a meeting issue. Never forget the strategies. They are now church one.
Yeah.
Never forget the
the formula that brought you success.
Never forget.
The formula that brought you success. Never. But when him say Yadam Honorable Collins, Adomako Mensa, another hard-working member of Parliament. If you just
on Nancy, Neniko, Ufriketia, no the Baumiechi, no constituency, no be issue press release to I said John Mama, a quine on John Mama, and a former President John Dramani, Mama, His Excellency, or saying no Bay, John Mama, Zabekasa, and a John Mama, see Benuma Tire, a woman called from Benuma Tire, said a baby, money in Chazoma. I tire on me down. One of my own, that's a coffee. No, I did it's about where the stakes they are high. I will call it stakes they are high.
But Matissa, Wakata saw the obviously artificial football. Who's the end? You know, man, is there MPs? No one idea they measure MPBI. Artificial football. Unibia, that's what they want. Me Bob Brown constituency. Ain't Honorable Collins? I don't know. Means I can't saw that. I'm told that it's financed by Ghana Gas and Buano. I'm where to see when it comes. Yeah, Ben Asante, Dr. Ben Asante. Now, one who swam a man for action mutino.
Oh, my home is a competition.
Swami.
Oh,
let me say some pine. Apparently, Nippon, you become.
They be other me can't biases. I cannot. Who are loyal to somebody, are good, bad, ugly. You can only sometimes say, which man I could but in this matter, mean to be free some pine.
Yes, Swami, of course. Contest, no.
We're paying the dues. Or more Makana minimum or more dear. Maybe almost pay more dues. It is incumbent on Nipo or more to pick one out of them. But I mean, my choice. Some pine.
And I think I share in that choice with you. I share in that choice with you. And the moment you said that now, can comments I would do at now say, I had it in an for me, and I will call them in Okusia kind. Mansum Mosiaso. Obia person develop Mansum Mosiaso. Minu, say Uncle Gina, I may move back when we near. Ever call the opposite direction. Yeah. Monsieur and for me. A healthy rivalry. Sure.
Yeah, my relationship any mature. It will be a man so much as will be the same political party or kind of not make it. Hey, it will be bad. Or say to mind Obi man who say Papa Fuetia.
Yeah.
As I say
now, and no cry was one day you said that
that's what I mean. No him.
You find assassin.
Me no. Na me tie almost story no. And I don't you see the am telling me kaka account. Who's na make lands commission class. And nananum binum. They have brought shame
to the chieftaincy institutions. I was one day, a day, bare 2 hours.
Ghana for minimum more lands, you know. They worsen the lands situation in this country. Lands Commission penimo on cry. Omreninko Kofodia, Omreninko Cape Coast, Omreninko you can say Bonone Afon, Omo ye Bukata, Monko Fonibi.
Ekosiisen
M'Ahiasem. What's your story and I say sanity there? On my way no. Mentiasi obi. Mentiasi o. Me e di bia me da. Na dey bia me come situation now. It's not a good thing even though I took possession of my land. But because me watch radio any TV show.
What you doing?
If you were on the radio and TV show, no. Ni ba be obu me dan na we do lentil. Danfa. Ma we hosem na me sha bra boase. Bra me bre pass na eduma do lentil. Enya kra bom so.
Oh.
Jujula gra.
Oburi nyina gui.
From saying na be professor we will take him to court. Na be ma me nya nwa. I mean as you are go kasa because you buagu. Na be you see houses here I involve you na mo. Oh. Yeah, ebu die na gu. Oh. Me say almost here could for court to. He say me ye erade. Master ma Joshua Gumuna me now. Oh he na me ko nya gidie oni mu say how you've given me a legitimate document. I'll follow that and last. Yeah, bro. Me joke na me professor the doctor we are taking the matter to court. Go make sure it's no me. Right me for one. Ko na me say asira. We mobo. I feel the match Embassies. Oh my oh really? That's you. We will talk about your matter differently. No, I treat documented in 1865, 2021. We did the church. Me pass as the mobo. Me nya one na me ko. Yo Ghana holiday. I'll call to call 1 2 3. Obeja okra besiako. Hey Obi. Ghana assassin wasem. You can't take
that
to that place.
To the Ashanti region. It will not happen.
I feel sure I'm saying my mouth typical example. James Henson or say or Cape Coast or say my main king can cross it or say most of our lands most of our lands earmarked for sanitary sanitation sites, school, hospital, open house and minimum are being sold in collaboration with chiefs, planners, technocrats, changing all these to residential plots. It's happening. Now the minimum who say special
Luspa.
Time country planning.
Yes, Luspa.
The was on cabo. Mr. Ghana there, workshops, titles, seminars a year per day. No, sure, we I could
na ye pa and I man can't say National Sports Authority, omo New Year planning session, omo ko aqua safari. Na mani obi twa omo budget for that we ni send me. In the National Sports Authority board, any senior management ko aqua safari. Ko da hobe oman e ka omo boy ni e okwohwe the stadium man. Any ho bon how do you go to aqua safari to go?
Na you see aqua checks. I don't online. Mudi video number 2 Kumasi Sports Stadium. Now while court ya main peda that's obechi. I say ya go the team say
poor abon the team.
I say omo ko go side inspection now. You subject your to questioning. Near punishing me pa. And the shiri team gubraya. Ano koya. Akenu an yewi. Okoya sa ba na wala ko. We take a lot of things for granted.
National Sports Authority.
Now mo so mo yes sports presenters so no baby omo tete wo stadium. O de bi omo fifi omo for say chom. Power. You can't effect the change. Mosho no Obama money so good and fireball them. Say don't come at the crowd and your papa. Journalist. Or 200 beer and fireball the people, fireball the people. Fireball sports journalists.
Channel so Black Stars
Oh yeah.
Angola national team nickname near day.
me na minim say board ya apart from Kumasi Asante Kotoko na me who say na some say air classico you didn't me carry me say I invite me say member Spain Embassies na air classico me na me kind of say the wrong text message me talk about I wish the Black Stars were I mean who team na no musisi free anymore I was say be am Moses say Akwa very pleased na me say more run commentary me who say
Atoric Lamte
Hey, na Kudus you for fans pa.
Hey, na Kudus is so superstar.
Coach Eddie come and heads up that said was ya wire party, you know. Our party is no gaga.
Oh, tough. Oh, tough. It was no Kumasi for NT or mine.
The haircut teacher
Omunko Stadium.
Hey,
well you can see President Cup ni
behind. Oh no, you be for Angola.
Omunko Stadium. Omunko Stadium.
Abedi second one so nya the draws na dey be watwetwa no. Ana ball no trimude skills na ya wo no. You want so kakra. So beside the map talk that's what drama. Hey, I'm out for yes skills. Would it be now?
After this short break, and you need to listen to their story. Tip kakra. But what should you be the aya one? Yeah, and on my and I think after almost story, no, it will form the basis of a bigger conversation around land next week. By a bit one and say na on mine no a treaty one na woni bia it's terrible. Yeba